Yeah, right. That's my grandma. They used to call them
Stories.
the stories.
You watching my stories?
I used to watch them with her. I used to kind of get into it, but so I record Martin,
Uh-huh.
um, maybe like a little bit of Fresh Prince of Bel Air, but then I would watch the
Living Single.
yep, all those. It was like an hour and a half, and there was
Uh-huh.
another show I had, right. So I had I had 2 hours of that, and then I would have it was either Jerry Springer when it first got started,
Mm-hmm.
or one of those shows where they'd bring a guy on and said he met in this case a female and he wanted to reconnect with her.
Uh-huh.
It was one of those.
Yeah.
So I'm just sitting there and I will tell you, it's plain as day. I'm sitting in my apartment. It had to be either spring. It was kind of like a dreary day. I'm in my little, boxers, BVDs, chilling. Got me a nice big bowl of Frosted Flakes. And I'm just like, oh, turn on the show. None other than Big Head Brad Mavick on there. And Brad had went and played football. I don't think he finished, all 4 years, or maybe he finished all 4 years, but he was, driving a truck. So wherever he had crossed paths with this female, that he fell in love, and then somehow, they found her. You know what I mean? I hope it wasn't at like a truck stop or whatever. But at the end of the day, look, Big Head Brad was on there, and he was the like a state runner up in wrestling, and he was offensive lineman, X, Y, and Z. So I know, but I always see Brad when I'll be playing basketball, and he would be wrestling, so he would have to wear like the garbage bag, and then he would always have Jolly Ranchers because he'd never, he would if you create
You get
saliva
the taste and he'd spit it
and he'd
out.
be spitting out to make weight. And I used to tell him, like, dude, that's too much. You're doing way too, like, I was like, Brad, why don't you just wrestle at whatever weight you need to so you can function?
Because you get your head beat in. That's why.
Yeah, but that head he had,
Well, you can't lose head weight.
yeah, that's what it was.
You can't lose head
He
weight.
had 25% on his dome.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah, wrestling, dudes that wrestle. I was just talking to Coach Manning. Guys that wrestle or have a wrestling background, especially offensive linemen, generally, because there's obviously not a lot of DBs and running backs that wrestle. And there's a few, but
Well, in the lower weight classes,
yeah,
in
but
the lower weight classes.
not many. But the linemen that wrestle, you can always tell. And those are the guys that usually are always on their feet and always know angles and always are really good as far as leverage and using your body weight or your what force you're going against you.
Well, Ray Lewis would say all
Yep.
the time, the best linebackers, the middle linebackers are wrestlers.
Yeah.
Because they get leverage, they get their hands on you,
Yeah.
they know what to do, they know how to get you down.
Yep.
And it was, I wrestled way too long, but everybody in my weight class was like a regional champion.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, I can go be a starter at point guard. I ain't
Yeah, it wasn't.
Like what?
It never really. Only wrestling I wanted to do is try to jump off the top turnbuckle, do something like that.
See,
man.
I could see you as a pro wrestler. You'd have been.
Oh, my heart was broke when my dad told me one Sunday that it was fake.
Oh, but I still could see you
literally.
making a living. I could see you making a living.
Oh, I would, yeah. Oh, for sure.
Like he'd have had his own entrance song. He'd have his own killer move, and he'd have always been in the microphone talking about, "Come see me."
Oh yeah, I would have something. Yeah, man. It's but my heart was broken when he told me it was fake.
I didn't know what to think of it, and that didn't really matter. But when I got to college, it was the first time I was around them.
Oh yeah.
And so going to college in Richmond, Virginia, which is state capital. So they had wrestling all the time.
Oh yeah,
like
up
all
and down
the time.
Coast, that was like the NW. That was back when it was NWA and all that.
Yeah,
stuff.
like it was Mid Atlantic back then.
Mid Atlantic and National Wrestling.
And
Alliance
so
stuff,
we would go. But, my roommate, he was from like Roanoke. He was pure country, and he goes, "Hey, we're going down to Manchester. You want to go?" And I'm like, "Okay, I'm gonna do whatever y'all doing."
Yeah.
And we could walk from the dorm to the Coliseum.
Right.
And we're walking down the street, and literally we get 2 blocks, and there's a 7-Eleven that we would all go to. And there at the 7-Eleven in the same car is Ric Flair and Dusty Rhodes, who were headlining and supposed to fight that night.
Right.
Like
Hanging out with each other.
Like we go on to watch Flair and Rhodes get after it, but there they are at 7-Eleven buying beer, and it was like Miller Lite, like the regular Miller,
right?
like the not the malt liquor, but the regular Miller.
Right.
I was more mad at the poor beer taste choice than I was the fact that they were together. Like I was like, wait a minute, you Ric Flair, like you're supposed to be flying in a private jet, riding a limousine. You ride in Dusty's pickup truck, and you buying Miller. Like I was like, this is BS, man. Now I'm mad. And until he goes, well, y'all going to the match? We're like, yeah. He goes, he reaches in his pocket, pulls out some tickets. He's like, enjoy yourselves. We'll see you down there. And I'm like, we look at him and they're front row. They're front rows. Right. So, we cool again.
Yeah.
Like we cool.
Oh, yeah,
again.
You forgot all
like,
that. Yeah.
Like,
your palate preference is okay.
Yeah, like it was there. But then, so the only reason I got invited to this thing, Jay, was that my roommate's girlfriend broke the date and said she couldn't go because she had something else to do. We get to the wrestling match.
She's there.
She's there on the opposite side in the front row.
And she went to Space Mountain the night before.
She went to Space. She had the passcode to Space Mountain.
Oh, that's too bad,
man. She took she had
fell in love that quick, man.
Well, no, this was like whenever he came to Richmond,
he hit her up.
Right. And so he did what most dudes would do. He got angry. Like what's going on? What's going on? And then reality hits. Look, man, that's still Ric Flair, man. He beat your tail. You better let that go. Yeah. Like you can't get
because that was back when Ric Flair was in shape and swole.
Yeah, like you couldn't just swell up and go, hey, Ric Flair, you need to leave my girl alone. He'd have popped you on the nose and kept moving. So yeah,
that's great. I mean,
I could see you as a pro wrestler though. I could,
but Minnesota was AWA, that was Capital, Vern Gagne, and Greg Gagne, and Greg Gagne's son,
Jim Brunzell.
Yeah, went to my high school.
Greg Gagne.
Yeah, and they used to do the whole like little training or whatever up there. So it was like my dad had played in this like celebrity like flag football game, and Hawk and Animal was there. And I know James, Laurinaitis since he was a little punk.
And the fact that he sold out and went to Ohio State.
Yeah. Well, he went. Well, first of all, he lived in Eden Prairie, and then he went to Wayzata. So I just let you know that's the rival high school. So that's like.
So you really didn't like them anyway?
No. Well, Wayzata is the high school version of Minnesota of Ohio State. The uppity type of
rich kids.
Yeah, they never win anything. But Ohio State now wins. But so that's the wrestling dudes. But yeah, Mark Manning is for real.
Yeah, he broke it down. Like he broke down.
You're right. On a day like today, he still got some. He got some. He's must got a lot of fish oil in his diet because he can get down a little bit.
Well, he still wrestles. He still wrestles.
Yeah. So see, I had helped coach Lincoln Youth football, and his son was 2 years younger, but he was playing up on the 18 because his son is big and he's in my son's grade. Been trying to get him to get on the basketball court, but Mark got him. He got him in a singlet already. The toughest one is the younger brother, but that's up for debate. They can handle that in their house. So his son's he's a pretty good football player, great kid.
He invited Rico and Nick to get on the mats.
Oh, did it settle their dispute?
He said, "Get on the mats, man."
Who do you think will win, Nick?
He said hey, can you
Rico?
imagine?
You just readily gonna admit that Rico could beat you wrestling?
I don't know any technique or anything.
There is no technique. It's survival.
Oh, then I got it.
Don't you have YouTube? Figure out something. If you had 2 weeks, you're trying to tell me you're just coming in here and admitting defeat that quick. It's written all over your face. That's why you had the camera off. You got the loser's lean.
I have the camera off because
you have the loser's lean. You have the loser's lean. It's fine. Yeah, you got it. You saw it. You got the loser's lean. It's okay.
No,
I'm thoroughly disappointed that you had it readily available in your brain, off of your tongue, that you were going to let Mars Blackman would pin you.
I do know who that is now. I know. I looked him up yesterday. So before we can even,
so Rico, you just admitted you just walk in here every day and like Rico can kick my butt.
No. Like I just said, Jay, if there's technique involved with wrestling, I have no technique of wrestling.
So
if it's just survival,
so what makes you think a guy that ran track has?
I can pick that little dude up and throw him down.
Because Rico told him he wrestled 2 years in high school.
Yeah.
So you just believe anybody, right? So somebody just comes up and tell you they're a 4th degree black belt. All right, you can kick my butt. You just
if they have fourth degree black belt, yeah, they can.
Oh, Gumby over there. You don't. Hey, they go up to Nick. Hey, you don't want to fight me? You know I'm a 4th degree black belt. Oh, okay.
And I said, okay, man.
Here's my wallet. Take it. You just okay with somebody just coming ransacking you? Okay. I mean, come on, man. You supposed to be the babyface gangster.
Okay.
So when you get the cute hot girlfriend, you just gonna let other dudes?
There's lines that people do not cross that I will not let people cross.
So
talking about my mama, talking about anybody else. And that's important to me.
But then if it comes to wrestling and a man a mano, you'll just admit defeat quick.
I thought there was technique involved. If it's just survival and I don't have to follow some certain rules, then I got him.
Okay. We have a text.
Okay.
From Mark Manning. And Mark says, bring Rico and Nick to Wrestling Room and let's film it. Oh, Jay Foreman.
As long as I don't gotta wear some singlet.
Oh, you gotta wear the singlet.
No way.
You gotta wear the singlet.
You gotta do it for Halloween.
I got plans.
Yeah.
You
can be Will Ferrell.
I got stuff going on Halloween. Can't do it. No can do. I can do it any other day.
So then what you have to do is you have to put on the singlet and the wrestling shoes, but then you have to just go there and forfeit the match.
No way. I cannot.
You have to go. No,
I cannot put on a singlet. I don't.
How do you know? You've never put on a singlet.
I don't want to. Let me just duel it out in shorts and a t-shirt.
Okay, so we'll do that.
I gotta go buy football cleats tonight, Jay.
Sure.
Why? You get some traction.
Flag football playoffs start.
Playoffs.
Where are you gonna go? Right down the street.
Play Against Sports. A kind listener got me a $50 gift card.
Man, hooked him up.
Man, play for real.
I appreciate it. So I'm gonna get.
You need to get some like neon yellow so everybody knows it's you.
Yep, they're gonna know it's
you
me.
Look fast.
They'll know it's me.
Get you a couple towels hanging off you.
Nick,
especially since
I'm gonna be decked out in bands only on one arm though. Mm-hmm. It's gonna be one here, one here, one here, one here.
I think Manning said he'll hook you up with gear.
You need to do it, man.
Look, this is straight from Mark Manning, and I'm making it up, bro. I'm just telling you.
I always wondered, like, what? So, how long do you have to wrestle before your ears got that cauliflower ear? You got to do it for a while.
It's a while.
And you can't get surgery to fix it.
No, nothing you can do.
That's just a sacrifice.
It's just how
that's just like hockey players, right? You got the girls got to look at hockey players like, yeah, he's cute. You know, you got he's
the
cute.
dentures.
Yeah, he's got a couple missing teeth, but you know once he puts his denture in, he goes from a 3 to a 7.
except for he's he's gonna spit him out though.
Right.
He's gonna. Oh, Hazel says have Nick wear the Andre the Giant singlet. That's awesome.
Nick, if you
know,
that's awesome.
Here's the deal.
What?
If you got a Nebraska-esque flat top, the high and tight that most Nebraskans have, especially west of Lincoln.
Okay.
Right? And then you cut the goatee, you know who you would be?
Who?
Big Boss Man. Even though you're short. You'd be the short version of Big Boss Man wrestling.
He wrestled in a policeman's in a security officer's outfit.
Oh.
And he flip his little baton, but he was a bad boy though.
I do go to the barber on Friday.
Oh, Jay Foreman, I need to do this. I just want to say this. And so a particular person on the text line said, put Jay on the mat. I'll take him too.
That was Mark, probably.
Rico.
No.
That's
Rico. Is he in his car?
He's driving away, sprinting down the road here.
Selling wolf tickets. Rico, you just saw me, and now you if you're feeling froggy, Rico, then jump. I'll get in a little singlet and pin your butt. I know for a fact, unlike Nick, Rico, you ain't getting a point on me. It's over. I'm putting him in the figure 4 leg lock, even though you can't do it in
he says you don't want to smoke, Unc.
I'm gonna put him in the sleeper hold.
Yeah, I just have him flop
like Debo did. Debo and Friday to go sleep.
This has to happen now. This has to happen. So Mark Manning has given the thumbs up.
Perfect.
So we'll work out a date and we'll have Rico and Nick Jay, you'll be like Vince McMahon.
Yeah. I'll commentate.
Perfect.
Yeah. Rico says, "I got you tomorrow, old man."
Oh, okay.
You see how it is? Like, okay, all right.
I thought me and Rico had a nice little relationship. Big brother. The bigger version. Rico's the little mini version. He's out of line right now.
He's the dude that's just jaw jacking in wrestling. Who never.
Who he is? He's Virgil.
Ooh, yeah.
That's him. Jimmy Hart or whatever.
He's Jimmy. He's Jimmy Hart.
Yeah,
he's Jimmy Hart, who talks a lot, and then when you confront him, he runs.
But Rico's little afro, he looks like the when Denzel was Jesus Shuttlesworth.
Oh yeah, he got game.
Yeah,
he got game.
That's Rico's.
But when he had the hat on, he is Spike Lee, Mars Blackman.
Little mushroom.
He's Mars Blackman.
And he's that short too, because Denzel's short. I don't really, I didn't really realize how many actors and actresses are just small human beings.
Short.
I remember meeting, what's the dude, Mark Anthony, the dude that Latin dude? Mm-hmm. I remember meeting him down in New Orleans, and I was like, dude, and he probably took it the wrong way. I was like, you the one getting all the girls? It's like, what?
Yes.
Yes. I'm like, oh, and then somebody's like, yeah, he can sing. He went like triple platinum. I was like, oh, okay.
Kip on the text line said, Rico is more like G Baby.
That's him. And Rico need to come out with a pacifier or something.
He likes Oh, Rico, hey man, you want the smoke? There it is, man. There it is. Yeah, I think this happened. So Mark Manning's all in.
Yep.
Work it out. He still wants to. He says he wants Jay to wrestle you.
Why do we even need to do that? I mean, I probably wouldn't be able to stop laughing. That'd be the
Jay.
What?
You wrestling Nick, and he says he wouldn't be able to stop laughing.
Oh no, you wouldn't be no laughing matter because I'm gonna take my time with you.
He will Iron Sheik. He'll get Iron Sheik on it. Yep. He will humble you. That is crazy.
One of the first times when I got to Houston, I got traded down there, and the team had been down there. So we got through the first like Dom Capers, like this is back like when you were expansion team and you got like 4 extra mini camps, and Dom Capers fudged the rules, and we did it. It seems like we were an off-season program for like 20 weeks, right? So we finally he gave us like a day and a half off. He would never give you 2 days off, but a day and a half off.
Because he knew better. So
we all got together and we were over there. I don't know whether it was some sporting event during the summer. So we all kind of barbecued over at friends, at one of the players' house. And, we drank a little bit. So we had Milford Brown and Fred Weary, 2 huge human beings at offensive linemen. I think 6'4", 300. Milford 6'6" or 6'5", 300.
Country boys.
Well, Milford, I don't know whether it was the heat of Houston that dried out his system and the ability to handle his libations, we'll call it.
Mm-hmm.
But he decides to pass out, right? Fred goes over there, and this is back. Maybe back then had iPhone 1s. I think it might have been one of those like Sprint phones when you had the big.
He had a flip
screen.
phone. He had a flip phone.
No, you can record it. It had a T-Mobile slide though.
The slide.
Fred Weary put him in the Cobra Clutch or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And it recorded, man. And then Dom somehow got it. They somehow got it, and they had it on the big screen. Milford passed out. Fred put him in the Cobra Clutch.
They put it on the big screen?
Oh, yeah. Hey, it was Dom Capers would put up so many quotes.
Wait.
Would put up so many quotes. So we're like, hold on. He usually put up like 10 quotes in every team meeting, right? Or every, team meeting. We're like, dude, he's only done with 4. He's like, oh, we got a special presentation. This. Put it up there. The funniest thing ever. Dudes was just laughing so hard, crying. It was the best team meeting with Dom Capers ever.
Oh, that's so.
And every time we get together at Texas, for alumni, I don't go every year, but every time we see each other, we just have a ball.
Wow. I'm trying to wrap my brain around that.
Oh, 6'5" in the was it Camel? What was the
Camel Clutch?
Yeah, Iron Sheik had him.
Yeah, Cameron
and bent it all the way back too. Oh yeah, Tennessee and Florida State.
Big country boys, big Southern country boys, who all know how to wrestle.
But they weren't wrestling. It was just
he hooked them up.
That got his boy, and they the best of friends.
The NFL pranks are the meanest. Next to pro wrestling. Pro wrestling are the meanest prank people ever.
Yeah,
but NFL dudes are y'all are mean.
Some of them, some guys take it too much. Like the whole hazing things, there's some guys that take it, there's something beneath it. Where a guy that, like, when you're a professional athlete and on your to-do list for the majority of training camp is see how you can make a rookie's life miserable.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this isn't college, this isn't high school. Like, you do your, we'd have, and maybe I was just blessed when I got to Buffalo. They didn't do all that.
Yeah.
Donuts, for whatever.
Coffee for the
vets. Chicken on the way to the game. Then we had Victory pizza and buffalo wings.
And then rookie night. Rookie night was.
And that tells you a lot about the guys. Like I always say, when I got drafted, they gave me a handshake, pat on the butt, piece of bubble gum, and a welcome card, welcome to Buffalo, and here you're staying at the 4-point shit. Nothing much. I wasn't making much. Keith Newman was the other linebacker that got drafted. He was drafted early in the 4th round. All our linebackers were established, but Ted Washington, we used to call him the Dundada. He was the guy. Even though Bruce Smith was there, when Ted Washington spoke, he was like E.F. Hutton. Everybody listened. So nobody went overboard, as far as
because you guys were, Buffalo at the time was about winning at a high level.
And then you get some things where you hear like they spent $100,000. Man, listen here. Look, I might be a rookie, okay, but you're not spending $100,000 of my money. I don't care if I'm a first round pick or not.
I've just seen so many
rookies
just because. So imagine everybody going out, everybody and some going out, eating off of expensive menus and drinking off expensive menus,
and just bringing it home too.
And then just like I need
2 bottles, bring them home. That's just stupid. You know what I mean?
And the rookies have to pay for it.
Yeah, you don't have
and
to
not complain about it. Well, no, they would get the card. They would get the card before.
Yeah, you think we fighting?
They get the card before.
Yeah, I like my chances.
No, I'm just.
So I was blessed
when Mentor. So I was in Carolina when Mentor got there, and he was the rookie that year. So when he got there, they lit it up because he had a nice contract. So they lit up his credit card. They tore it up. They went to this place called Amos's in Charlotte, and they ate so much food, but they wasted. So it was Kevin Green had his card in his hand. He was holding Mike Minter's credit card, and Minter just sat there and shook his head like, "Oh boy!" And they got Kerry Collins the year before that.
No,
and it was.
Some places like that. I was just, and then when I got to Houston, we really didn't do this. We just had older guys that just. We did linebacker night. I'm not going to tell a story about a certain first-round linebacker, outside linebacker in Houston, because I don't want to incriminate him. But
we know what year it is. That's okay. Go ahead.
But we never did anything like that. At least I didn't. At least I never thought it was like.
I was in D.C. when Desmond Howard came to D.C. and Gary Clark and them tore his card up.
Well, that's just jealousy because Desmond was coming. Well, the thought was he was coming in.
Well, he was getting that good money. He was getting that good money.
Michigan. Desmond Howard. I know he has to do it for being on TV. I think I might just if I see him, I'll be like, man, brother, I got a lot of respect for you, but you kind of like a little Buster Douglas. He might get the Buster Douglas award.
He was Buster that night. Because Wilbur Marshall.
Y'all was crazy though because y'all had Brian. It was Westbrook that went and just stole on Stephen.
Yeah,
Davis.
we had Westbrook and Stephen Davis.
Anybody that has
that was hazing, but that was because of the hazing.
But no,
that was no.
They were talking about Westbrook's extracurritic activities at night.
But because Westbrook was younger than Stephen Davis.
Yeah,
and Stephen Davis told the truth, and Westbrook ain't like it.
Yeah, well, sometimes the truth hurts. But listen here, a brother that plays receiver and got that many veins. Out of his arms?
Yeah, don't mess with him. Don't mess with him.
He might have been the most joked up receiver besides David Boston after he got on steroids.
Those are the two.
David Boston. I remember we played David Boston, right? And this is when I was at my peak physically, right? In the best shape of my life. I think I was like 242 pounds, and they had this bod pod thing down in Houston. I don't know. It was some sort of, test your body fat. And I was at my best. You thought I was yoked up. Man, David Boston come out there in a preseason game, I think it was, greased up, arms just humongous. I looked at myself. I said, "Dang, I just got a long way to go."
Shredded.
Couldn't catch a lick, but he was yoked up.
Yeah, man, but he made that money. Let's throw the break. More old school when we come back.
You're listening to Old School with DP and J. Download the mobile app and listen wherever you are on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Security First Bank. We're the bank, and we make your mortgage more manageable with flexible terms, trusted advice, and competitive rates. When you work with us, we'll know your name, but we'll also get to know your home dreams too. Security First Bank of Lincoln. Voted best small bank in Nebraska by Newsweek magazine. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. NMLS number 505011.
Starting the right career is one of the most important decisions you'll ever make. You want to enjoy your career, be challenged, have fun, earn a great weekly paycheck, and work for a great company. If you're looking for a career change or right out of high school, the John Henry's Plumbing Apprentice Program may be the perfect answer. You'll get paid while getting hands-on training. We focus on your skills while you engage in real-world learning. Why not join the John Henry's team today? Apply at jhlincoln.com. That's jhlincoln.com.
John Henry's Plumbing, heating it up. Have you been to Barn Wood and Leather, that new furniture store in Lincoln? It's a whole new look. If you like country, you'll love Barn Wood and Leather. It's country with a kick. Rustic, yet contemporary. Handcrafted in America from historic reclaimed barnwood and the finest leather. Create your own one-of-a-kind look for a room or your whole home. Come see for yourself at Barn Wood and Leather, South 14th and Dahlberg. Open Monday through Saturday, 10 to 5.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Showers and thunderstorms expected off and on throughout the day, with steady temperatures in the mid-50s and winds eventually turning out of the northwest, gusting 30 to 40. Overnight, mainly cloudy with low down to 44. Those strong northwest winds could gust 40 to 45 tomorrow, with highs only around 54. I'm meteorologist Tim Wright for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Dancing at weddings, walking the dog, playing with grandchildren. These are the small moments that make life great. They're also the moments that chronic pain steals from us. Don't let chronic pain stop you or a loved one from living life. At MD Pain, we wrote the book on effective, ethical pain management. We offer the most up-to-date treatments from Nebraska's leading physicians. Don't let pain stand in your way. Call MD Pain.
Take your tan to the max at Max Tan and tan for a can every day through the month of October. Bring in a can of food for the food bank and get a free tan from Max Tan. See maxtan.net for details. Tan for a can every day in October. Only at Max Tan.
Beatrice Bakery has been serving Nebraska with one-of-a-kind Grandma's Fruitcake since 1964. You already know that, but did you know they offer way more than that? You've got to try their line of liqueur cakes, like the strawberry daiquiri cake or the vanilla rum cake. Or what about their breakfast breads, the banana nut bread, or their various streusel coffee cakes? Whatever the occasion, Beatrice Bakery has something for you. Oh yeah, and Grandma's Fruitcake? It's still pretty darn good. Beatrice Bakery, located in downtown Beatrice, or always online at beatricebakery.com. Welcome to our world of yum.
The Mercado by Certified Piedmontese Beef is Lincoln's newest full-service butcher shop, offering premium, fresh-cut steaks and house-made sausages daily from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. They exclusively carry certified Piedmontese beef raised right here in Nebraska. When shopping at the Mercado, you're not only supporting local, but also enjoying the official beef of Nebraska Athletics. With prime-grade tenderness and unparalleled nutritionals, your backyard barbecue is about to get a serious upgrade. Stop into the Mercado today, located off 84th and Havelock in Lincoln.
This is your High School Minute.
With your Southeast Community College High School Minute, I'm Harrison Arns. Playoffs are only a few days away for high school football as teams played their last regular season games last week. On Thursday, Lincoln Southwest had a big win over Omaha Central, 24-20. Creighton Prep only gave up one touchdown against Lincoln East to win, 52-7. Elkhorn South beat Lincoln Southeast, 21-10. Lincoln Pius lost to Fremont, 42-41 in overtime. Lincoln Northeast lost to Millard West, 38-7. Outside of Class A, Waverly beat Norris in a tight contest that went into 3 overtimes, 52-49. Lincoln Christian fell to Nebraska City, 27-26. Lincoln Lutheran went over Wilbur Clatonia, 10-7. In Kearney on Friday, the cross-country championship took place. Abe Hendricks from Elkhorn South had the fastest time in all class boys. He beat Carson Naker from Harrington, who came in second. Hendricks finished with a time of 15 minutes and 18 seconds. This has been your High School Minute, sponsored by Southeast Community College, with locations in Lincoln, Beatrice, and Milford. Learn more today at southeast.edu.
Back to Old School with DP and J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back, Old School. Jay Foreman just got his first introduction.
I gotta say this, man. I know they're a sponsor of the show, right? But damn, that fruitcake was hit. That stuff was hitting, man. Hey, man, that is for real. And I'm not a big sweets guy. They gave me I call it a little Scooby snack. It was like this big.
Yeah.
And what is that? The Beatrice what?
Beatrice Bakery.
Beatrice Bakery?
Yeah.
I know they got a website. Google Beatrice Bakery. That stuff is hitting.
It's nice, man.
I wouldn't be on here selling anything. I'm not even selling it. That stuff is for real.
Yeah.
It was good, man.
Try to tell people.
And I've been hearing about it, and I was like, but Rick, I call him Ricky, but Rick Meyer, he told me to try it. Damn.
And you guys, if you want to try, we've got samples right at the front desk here at the station.
That just made my day.
We got samples right here at the front. Just
look at Nick getting in the zone. Look at him holding the ball. Look at him. Little Todd Christensen.
He knows what.
T.J. Hawkinson.
He knows what's coming.
What's coming?
I set him up. So we have a sponsor for Nick's Trivia.
Oh boy.
And I have a question for you.
Okay.
This one is not sports related.
Oh boy.
Well, see, this is what it is. So the listeners can call now. Nick's Trivia is sponsored by Upside Bar and Lounge.
Nice work.
$15 food and or beverage at Upside.
Awesome.
And all they have to do is tell us whether they think Nick knows the answer or does not know the answer to said trivia.
Perfect.
Simple. Jay will not be able to help you, but $15 to the Upside Bar and Lounge.
I should be able to get Jay's help like twice a week.
No.
To be honest with you, some of the stuff that he's asking you, I'm just sitting over here playing cool in the cut. I don't even know the answer.
Well, that's fine.
Oh, he'll know this.
If it ain't nothing,
I'll know this one. Jay.
Jay will know it.
It needs to be like Nelly Tip Drill.
Jay will know it. I'm not sure that Nick
Nelly
will.
Tip Drill.
Over under, how many times do we reference Nelly Tip Drill on the show a week? Are we saying like
over
6?
Under? I at least watch tidbits of that video during the week.
All right, let's.
I'm not answering that question.
Go to the Honda Lincoln Hotline. Troy is with us. Troy, what's happening?
Hey, how we doing today, guys?
It's good. Okay, so I'm going to ask Nick a question, and then once I ask the question, you can tell me whether you think Nick knows the answer or Nick does not know the answer. All for a gift certificate to the Upside Bar and Lounge. So here we go. There was a show called Good Times.
Okay.
I need one character from the show. Troy, do you think Nick knows one character from Good Times or not?
My era, everybody would know the main character, but I'm going to go no. He does not.
Okay. Nick?
Dun, dun, dun. Nick?
Jay, you saw. I'm not cheating or anything.
No.
John Amos?
That's not a character. That's an actor.
That's the actor.
That's the actor.
Was he on that show?
He was on that show.
Okay, I couldn't tell you the character name. Was JJ Evans part? Was that on?
Is that what you're going with?
We'll go with JJ Evans. All right, and he said no, right?
He said no.
Oh,
you got lucky. You got lucky.
Oh.
You should have just lost when you just named John Amos, even though that's his name.
I mean, that's an actor name.
That's the actor.
Yeah, that's his name.
He knew JJ.
It's James.
He knew JJ.
Wasn't he the main character?
Let me ask you
Jr.
this:
He was James Jr.
Did you know that John Amos was a pretty good football player?
I did not.
Amazing football
player.
I did not.
John
did
Amos.
Did you know Apollo Creed was an NFL player?
L.A. Rams, baby.
Really?
The Chargers. I
Chargers
think.
and Bears.
And just from his fake boxing in Rocky 3 or Rocky 2 and 3, or was it? No, 1 and 2. My bad.
Mm-hmm.
That people wanted him to actually box because he actually looked like he could when he was throwing them jabs.
Dude was sweet.
Hey, and this for you people out there. I know this is obviously we can't talk about the past, all this other stuff, blah, blah, blah. But as many jabs Rocky took, there's no way there could be a Rocky 3, 4, and 5.
Well, they caught up with it in 6 or 7. They caught up with it,
right? And let alone when he had to deal with Clubber Lang, and he took. I remember one time we would be over like on Friday and count. He took like 12 hooks in a row.
Like
12
clean,
haymakers,
clean.
Yeah,
clean.
And the funny thing about it, Mr. T looks big. He's small in real life.
Okay, do you know that he's my second cousin?
I can see that.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah,
I
from
met
DC.
Mr.
He's
T.
from last time it was in Tucson, but he's from DC.
Yeah.
And found out at a family reunion. I'm like,
There it is.
what you doing here, man? What you doing here?
He said, what you doing on here?
Yeah, he said, what you do? You are absolutely right. Not very tall. So Carl Weathers, Fred Williamson, Bernie Casey also played in the league.
Yeah.
Like, there are a lot of actors. As a matter of fact, that's how you became an actor. If you were black back in the day, is you had to play ball. Like that was how you got it. So, but yeah, you did well with that.
Do we have a song or anything?
Well, the song will come later.
I gotta be patient.
The
Sorry,
song will come
I'm getting
later.
excited.
Feisty dude. We'll do
excited.
that at 5:30.
Okay,
we'll do that at 5:30. And I
Nick, let me ask you this: if we got you the best headgear humanly possible, okay? Do you think? I'm going to ask you this. I already know the answer.
Okay.
But this is something that we could do, right? Instead, do you think you could handle me in the ring?
No way.
What about you and Rico
together?
Like boxing?
Yeah.
Ooh, I don't know.
You got the reach advantage.
I do.
And you got the weight behind you. It just comes down to stamina and want to.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm not the
you're not fleet of foot. So
Definitely
you're
not.
Rocky before he's chasing chickens, right? You need to you need to go down to the rec center, swim some laps. You know what I'm saying? Chase some chickens. There's plenty of chickens. All these country people around here that got farms. Got
dance
chickens.
on the wrong beat.
Right. Yep. You can't,
You
when
got to
you
do
look
the Rocky dance.
Yeah,
where
when you
just-
look in the mirror, you got cement feet. That's fine.
Yeah.
But I can guarantee you just be body blowing Rico.
You think?
Oh, that's all you gotta do. Just take 2 or 3 punches.
Couple
to the head
roundhouses.
and just body blow. Just break him down.
I've been doing roundhouses in kickboxing quite often.
Nick,
you're doing too much.
You're doing too much.
You're doing too
No,
much.
I'm just telling you right now.
See, Nick, you know what you remind me of, Nick.
You have a boxing match. You want
There's
to
a couple kids that I coach, and we just get through working on crossover, just doing a regular layup. So after he makes 2, guess what he's doing?
Spin
jellies.
move.
Double pump. Then he wants to do the jelly, and he shoots it over the back. So all the work is just done. Just stay in your lane.
No, but he's gonna go practice, and he will have 6 between the leg dribbles, a behind the
With
back
nobody guarding
spin
him.
move, and then he'll get to the rim and throw it over the backboard.
Mm-hmm.
Talking to me?
Yeah.
Talking about me?
Yeah.
Hey, there's little brother I coach. His name is Rowan. I call him Ro. Hey, he will break your ankles though, right? But he got this move that I know that he perfected during COVID in his driveway because
Mhm.
he couldn't practice or nothing. So we were scrimmaging this team, probably the best team in the state for 8th grade. I mean, they're really good, well coached. And it's always good, like you said. You got to play against better kids if you want to get better, or you kind of sink or swim. So Rowan got in there, right? First time. They didn't, they probably, and he's got like kind of this like flowy hair, and it's always dependent. Sometimes he's going to have it braided. Sometimes he's going to have it, ponytail. Sometimes he's gonna, you know, my thing was if you got long hair, because I got baseball players, so they got this, you know, the mullet shack, whatever it is, they call it the flow.
Yeah,
you can have whatever you want. You can have the Gumby flat top. You do whatever. Just do not have that stuff in your face and messing up the way you play basketball. So sometimes he'll come with a headband. Well, they ain't never seen Rowan before, right? You know what I'm saying? Because he's a little dude, kind of, you know, got a body like Joe Dumars. He's kind of a little chunky, or Vinnie Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, the RIP 2 or 3 ankles, right? Then he get to the hoop. Right? He got this move. Got him. Well, then he tried to go back to the well one too many times, and this kid that was scared, man, a whole boy about 6'3". Took that baiting. Hum. I said, Rowan. I said, you only can go to the well one time. Hey, whatever your address is, that's what we're gonna name that move. You only can do it against. They're gonna not get took 2 or 3 times.
One time is all it takes.
That's Nick. He gonna keep going back to the well and doing too much. What's up? What's popping over there? Can we get in? Can we get some intimate knowledge?
No, it's actually my buddy seeing if I was going to be able to get off work early to go to the Husker basketball game, and I said no.
No, he's got stuff to do.
I said that.
He got stuff to do. He's got stuff to get. Matter of fact, so Jay, we're leaving early, so Nick and Big Sky can take over. We can head down to the arena.
Oh, okay.
See,
so we say, hey Nick, this is one thing, man. When you're dealing with brothers, when it's time to break, we break. Okay, we out.
Okay,
yeah, we out of here. You know what I'm saying? We break. You know what I'm saying?
He hadn't seen.
I haven't. I don't understand the reference.
Nick, here's what we're gonna do. Now we need a sponsor out here for you people out here. Is there anybody out there that just want to be a nice little sponsor for anywhere from $500 to $1,000? That me and DP for Christmas are gonna make an Ebonics book for Nick and Big Sky, and we'll call it the Ebonics by DP and J, the 2021
edition,
brother version. No. We'll get it published. We'll do all that stuff. DP knows how to do it. He got his Chip Baker books there, the impact, the influence. We're trying to influence you. We'll make it a PDF. We'll put it on Amazon Books. We'll give you the hard copy.
All the movies
you want.
See all the movies
Nick,
you need to see.
And then we're gonna have a special presentation to you. Then over Christmas break. So I know you're not in school, so we won't hear nothing about your little projects and all that.
That's fine.
You're gonna study it. Then you're gonna come back and you're gonna give a presentation and a book report. And then we're going to grade you on it. We're going to put it on one of these cameras in here because you got 85 cameras in here. We're going to start putting these things to use. Since you got me on doing something that I don't really want to do, we're going to start putting these cameras to use.
Okay.
So that's what we're going to do.
We'll start with the Kings of Comedy.
We're going to make an Ebonics book, sayings, slang, give you some street cred. Because then after you pass the test, we are going to give you your official street cred card. So when you're down there and and when you see you run into
hood pass.
Hood pass. So when you see some of the basketball players or the football players come in and you walking through and you rolling through campus, you like, what's up? And they be looking at you crazy and he flexes on you, just give him this. You got the DP&J card. Street
That's all. Just flash the card.
Perfect.
Flash the card.
Flash
you
the
get
card.
Wear it on the inside of my jacket.
Flash the card. Head nod. Keep it moving.
Okay. And then you say, back up, fool. I got my street cred card. They said, where you get it from? You said DP&J. They'll give you a pass.
Okay.
They be like, oh, he good.
And they'll just nod back.
They say you good.
Way.
All right.
We'll throw it a break. Maybe we have to break down the rules of this thing.
Yeah, because Nick needs rules.
Yeah,
he needs rules and regulations.
Amen to that. More old school.
What's Big Sky doing? What you got mixed over there?
We'll find out. We'll bring Big Sky in. We'll bring Sky and Big Sky in.
A little concoction over there.
Let's find out what he's doing. Yeah, we'll be right back.
Watch Old School live on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. Old School with DP and J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Starting the right career is one of the most important decisions you'll ever make. You want to enjoy your career, be challenged, have fun, earn a great weekly paycheck, and work for a great company. If you're looking for a career change or right out of high school, the John Henry's Plumbing Apprentice Program may be the perfect answer. You'll get paid while getting hands-on training. We focus on your skills while you engage in real-world learning. Why not join the John Henry's team today? Apply at jhlincoln.com. That's jhlincoln.com.
John Henry's Plumbing, heating and air.
Hi, Sean Callahan here of HuskerOnline.com, inviting you to join us here on 93.7 The Ticket every Saturday morning now in our new time. We're on from 8 to 9 with the weekly Husker Online radio show. We'll give you the latest in recruiting. We'll talk about what's going on with both football, basketball, and we'll probably share a few stories from the inside. It's every Saturday morning right here on 93.7 The Ticket. It's the Husker Online radio show from 8 to 9 a.m.
93.7 The Ticket. Fox KFXL weather. Sponsored by Security First Bank, a relationship you can count on.
Showers and thunderstorms expected off and on throughout the day, with steady temperatures in the mid-50s and winds eventually turning out of the northwest, gusting 30 to 40. Overnight, mainly cloudy with low down to 44. Those strong northwest winds could gust 40 to 45 tomorrow, with highs only around 54. I'm meteorologist Tim Wright for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Take your tan to the max at Max Tan and tan for a can every day through the month of October. Bring in a can of food for the food bank and get a free tan from Max Tan. See maxtan.net for details. Tan for a can every day in October, only at Max Tan.
Hi, Sean Callahan here. In 2013, I first came across Koppel Chevrolet GMC in Louisville, and I've been a customer ever since. What's kept me coming back to Koppel is the people. Oftentimes, owner Bob Koppel and his son Brandon are right there with you in the showroom, walking you through the process. There's no runaround at Koppel. It's a hardworking Nebraska company built on honest, small-town values. So make that short drive to Louisville or visit them online at koppelcars.com.
Here's to days spent roaming, and to sleeping beneath the stars, to casting another line and letting time float by. From Shadron State Park to Indian Cave State Park and every recreation area, historical and state park in between. Here's to your adventures, your memories. Here's to 100 years of your Nebraska state parks. Plan your next trip today at NebraskaParks100.org. Sponsored by Nebraska Game and Parks. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Have you been to Barn Wooden Leather, that new furniture store in Lincoln? It's a whole new look. If you like country, you'll love Barn Wooden Leather. It's country with a kick. Rustic, yet contemporary. Handcrafted in America from historic reclaimed barnwood and the finest leather. Create your own one-of-a-kind look for a room or your whole home. Come see for yourself at Barn Wooden Leather, South 14th and Dahlberg. Open Monday through Saturday, 10 to 5.
The Mercado by Certified Piedmontese Beef is Lincoln's newest full-service butcher shop, offering premium fresh-cut steaks and house-made sausages daily from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. They exclusively carry certified Piedmontese beef raised right here in Nebraska. When shopping at the Mercado, you're not only supporting local, but also enjoying the official beef of Nebraska Athletics. With prime-grade tenderness and unparalleled nutritionals, your backyard barbecue is about to get a serious upgrade. Stop into the Mercado today, located off 84th and Havelock in Lincoln. The Mercado by Certified Piedmontese Beef is Lincoln's newest full-service butcher shop, offering premium fresh-cut steaks and house-made sausages daily from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. They exclusively carry certified Piedmontese beef raised right here in Nebraska. When shopping at the Mercado, you're not only supporting local, but also enjoying the official beef of Nebraska Athletics. With prime-grade tenderness and unparalleled nutritionals, your backyard barbecue is about to get a serious upgrade. Stop into the Mercado today, located off 84th and Havelock in Lincoln.
Back to old school with DP and J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back. Big Sky has joined us. How are you, sir?
Great. I just ate my dinner for the night, and it was pretty good.
Yeah, we've seen it. You got quite the little process there, young man.
Well, today I didn't have as much to pack because I'm out of bread at home, so I couldn't make myself a sandwich. So I had to get a Jimmy John's sandwich today.
That's too bad.
I had soup though. I like soup.
You are consistent with the soup, but what's with the beverage process that you have going on?
Oh, it's just water flavoring. We talked about this at length the one time when I was on the happy hour. Nick and I did.
Okay.
I just really like water flavoring. Black cherry.
But do you know they say that's the new thing to do is you go and get the flavoring, put your own little, chaser in there, and it's like a third of the price.
Oh, you can make quite the delicious adult beverage with.
What's your adult beverage? How old are you? Are you 20?
I'm 22.
Okay, so you're not diming yourself out. So what do you like?
Oh,
what do you like to mix with your little flavoring?
Half. So it's half water, half vodka, and then you just put the flavoring in there, and it tastes like It tastes like the flavored water.
You just a young dude. You just going. You know what? No sipping and easing into it. They just getting ripped.
My adult beverage of choice is a Sunrise with
the tequila Sunrise.
Yeah. I didn't know if I was allowed to say the name or not.
He was trying to know what he was saying. He's a tequila Sunrise dude.
Yeah, they're good. They're sugary, but they're good.
Yeah. That's that. There are those men who may turn their head sideways to that.
Well, I mean, why shouldn't I enjoy what I'm drinking?
Enjoy what you're drinking.
There's no shame if you like it.
No.
Do you like girly drinks or fruity drinks?
I can't say that I've really tried a large amount of adult beverages.
He could put one of those little umbrellas in his drink.
Yeah, you'd be all right though. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
He's got fruit and the tiny umbrella.
I'm not a Margs guy. I don't.
He's got just point out again. He's got the little slices of fruit and the tiny little umbrella in your drink.
I do not actually. I've never had a drink like that.
No.
How
did you get introduced to Tequila Sunrise?
High school, actually. In high school,
That's ridiculous.
American culture class.
What's in a Tequila Sunrise?
Grenadine, orange juice, and tequila.
What's grenadine?
It's cherry.
Yeah.
Oh, you put it. It's a cherry.
No, it's like
a
cherry
liquor,
mix.
Liquor.
Yeah.
I never had one of those.
They're pretty good.
The text line said, "Girly drinks are so delicious, no shame."
You ever had a Paloma? Grapefruit juice, a little sugar, and tequila.
I have not, but it sounds delicious.
Yeah, that's what you need to have. Be good for you, Sky.
I also like rum and Coke. That's good.
Oh. I like that. See, you know, Big Sky, you growing on me a little bit.
I just
man.
don't like
undercover slayer.
I just don't like certain like dark beer. Not really a dark beer guy.
Oh, the big yeast and yeah, I don't like that.
Let's go to the Honda Lincoln hotline. Brandon has something on his mind. Brandon, what's happening?
Hey guys, just a quick question for Jay, and then I'm sure you, DP, and Jay have probably had it, but have either of you two had Bumbu rum?
I have not.
Say it again.
Bumbu, Bumbu, Bumbu rum.
No, never had it.
You should have Meyer bring it in sometime. It's probably one of the best rums I've ever had.
Okay.
You can get it down in Hy-Vee or somewhere. It's like I think it's around like $38, $39 a bottle. It's the best rum, trust me.
Okay.
If he won't bring you guys a bottle in sometime, I'll stop and grab you guys a bottle to bring in.
I think you should do that. I think you should do that. You should do that.
My
Brandon,
question-
appreciate it.
For you, Jay,
What's
if
up?
you can answer it. If not, I understand. I know you have that oath to withhold to the university, but when you were back in your days, who was the biggest ladies' man on the team?
Oh, I have no idea. I have no idea.
But usually somebody doesn't play, right?
Yeah, but I don't even really remember.
Yeah.
But there was, the guys that have the most time on their end probably.
Guys
Right? The guys you ain't got to worry about, zone blitzes and
Right.
taking on Chris Nioli from Colorado.
Yeah.
Without getting in too much of a detail. I mean, look, one thing I can respect about Big Sky or anybody that has a routine, that's where you get the confidence from. And really, to be honest with you, so everything, if you listeners out there, I wouldn't say read between the lines. I guess listen between the lines. So everything needs to be on a routine.
Mm-hmm.
Everything. So if you're not having a routine, I could guarantee you you're the guy that's on the sideline that's not worried about getting in. And if you make a mistake, you probably don't get this. You don't. Those are the places you don't watch in team meetings or position meetings. So a lot of those guys probably that didn't play that much.
A lot of work on the sideline. We'll throw the break. More old school. Top of the hour. We'll go one
Look at old Sleepy Smurf over there, man.
We'll get him in.
He looks like he's in a lineup.
We're going to take care of him. We'll put him to work.
You know what we need to do? I don't mean to go over it. We need to have him, Big Sky, Rico, Connor, and Jake line up like usual suspects.
Oh, let's do it. Let's do it. We'll pick we can do that. We can work on that picture too. More old school after the break.
You're listening to Old School with DP and J. Download the mobile app and listen wherever you are on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. 93.7 The Ticket. Fox KFXL weather. Sponsored by Security First Bank. A relationship you can count on.
Showers and thunderstorms expected off and on throughout the day, with steady temperatures in the mid-50s and winds eventually turning out of the northwest, gusting 30 to 40. Overnight, mainly cloudy with low down to 44. Those strong northwest winds could gust 40 to 45 tomorrow, with highs only around 54. I'm meteorologist Tim Wright for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hi, Sean Callahan here. In 2013, I first came across Koppel Chevrolet GMC in Louisville, and I've been a customer ever since. What's kept me coming back to Koppel is the people. Oftentimes, owner Bob Koppel and his son Brandon are right there with you in the showroom, walking you through the process. There's no runaround at Koppel. It's a hardworking Nebraska company built on honest, small-town values. So make that short drive to Louisville or visit them online at koppelcars.com.
Take your tan to the max at Max Tan and tan for a can every day through the month of October. Bring in a can of food for the food bank and get a free tan from Max Tan. See maxtan.net for details. Tan for a can every day in October, only at Max Tan.
Have you been to Barn Wooden Leather, that new furniture store in Lincoln? It's a whole new look. If you like country, you'll love Barn Wooden Leather. It's country with a kick. Rustic, yet contemporary. Handcrafted in America from historic reclaimed barnwood and the finest leather. Create your own one-of-a-kind look for a room or your whole home. Come see for yourself at Barn Wooden Leather, South 14th and Dahlberg. Open Monday through Saturday, 10 to 5.
Rosie's Sports Bar and Grill has been your go-to in South Lincoln for years, and their second location in downtown Lincoln is now open. Rosie's downtown spot is Lincoln's premier Nebraska party bar with the Sidetrack Band every Friday night of home games and all day for Nebraska home football games. With 34 TVs that are 65 inches or bigger, you'll always have a great view for all the games. Make sure to check out the new Rosie Sports Bar and Grill, now open in downtown Lincoln at 10th and P. Action Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electric is your go-to service call in Lincoln and Southeast Nebraska for expertise, convenience, and reliability. As your home and business needs expand, so do the services Action can deliver. Now positioned as Southeast Nebraska's premier installer of charging stations for electronic vehicles, they're always committed to a job done right. Give them a call or visit their website at actionlincoln.com. Action, your proud sponsor of the Ticket Postgame Show. And now, story time from the world of Yum.
I could not eat fruitcake. I would not eat it by a lake. I would not eat it with a snake. There's no amount that I would take because I'll never, ever eat fruitcake. Hey, these snacks are really good. What is this? This is Grandma's fruitcake, but it's so moist and delicious. I like fruitcake. Okay, good to know. Kids, I gotta go. All literature is a lie.
Check out Grandma's fruitcake and all the delicious desserts at Beatrice Bakery. Welcome to our world of Yum.
The Mercado by Certified Piedmontese Beef is Lincoln's newest full-service butcher shop, offering premium fresh-cut steaks and house-made sausages daily from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. They exclusively carry certified Piedmontese beef raised right here in Nebraska. When shopping at the Mercado, you're not only supporting local, but also enjoying the official beef of Nebraska Athletics. With prime-grade tenderness and unparalleled nutritionals, your backyard barbecue is about to get a serious upgrade. Stop into the Mercado today, located off 84th and Havelock in Lincoln.
This is your High School Minute.
With your Southeast Community College High School Minute, I'm Harrison Arns. Playoffs are only a few days away for high school football as teams played their last regular season games last week. On Thursday, Lincoln Southwest had a big win over Omaha Central, 24-20. Creighton Prep only gave up one touchdown against Lincoln East to win, 52-7. Elkhorn South beat Lincoln Southeast, 21-10. Lincoln Pius lost to Fremont, 42-41 in overtime. Lincoln Northeast lost to Millard West, 38-7. Outside of Class A, Waverly beat Norris in a tight contest that went into 3 overtimes, 52-49. Lincoln Christian fell to Nebraska City, 27-26. Lincoln Lutheran went over Wilbur-Clatonia, 10-7. In Kearney on Friday, the cross-country championship took place. Gabe Hendricks from Elkhorn South had the fastest time in all Class boys. He beat Carson Naker from Harrington, who came in second. Hendricks finished with a time of 15 minutes and 18 seconds. This has been your High School Minute, sponsored by Southeast Community College, with locations in Lincoln, Beatrice, and Milford. Learn more today at southeast.edu.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. Coming at you live from the Coppel Chevrolet GMC studios. This is Old School, sponsored by the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese. Broadcasting veteran Derek Pearson.
When you find something that moves that makes them smile, celebrate it. That's your task. That's your superpower.
Nebraska Football Hall of Famer Jay Foreman.
Rifles a pass. It was tipped. It's picked up by Foreman. He's at the 15, 10, 5. He'll score!
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hey, Nick. Is my mic on? I always gotta ask you, man. Have you ever how many times have you practiced the Ed Lover dance? 0.
Nice job. I haven't practiced it.
I figured.
Sorry. Watching it though, it doesn't look too difficult to learn at least a little bit of it.
Yeah, it's not too difficult.
So what I
that's
should
why I was
just
asking
do.
why you haven't took the leap of
What was
faith.
the one dance, DP, that I did learn?
Well, I saw a TikTok of you doing that country dance.
Man,
what's wrong with you? Connor just gets you doing all types of stuff.
No. There's
you lose a bet?
No. It's just not the proudest moments when we do TikToks, when me and Haffer do TikToks, but we continue to do them.
Yeah. No. See, you're on to something here. See, he will do those on a regular basis for free with no coercion whatsoever. We have to ask and beg.
Well, hold on. I did the one.
We have to beg.
DP.
I've seen several. Don't say one.
Several dances by me?
I've seen
no
two
way.
dances and then
one
you
in the
guys
hallway, 2 in the hallway, both with Connor.
Yep.
Yeah.
No. We're about to pull up Connor's TikTok right now.
Well, see, here's the thing. Willingly.
We try to set you up on date nights, get you sponsors.
I've done one.
All that.
The other one,
too many.
The other one was here. With the other TikTok that involves me was here right after the Hot Ones challenge when Happer took a video of me dying. And
what about the one you doing the electric slide or whatever?
That was for you guys.
That was in here, right?
Yeah, that was for you guys.
But did you turn the mic? Did you turn the cameras on?
I did.
And then we have that video.
If we remember the day, that we can always go back and cut it.
Have that video.
We do have that video.
Okay.
It's just in the.
Okay. I'll wait for those videos. That would be nice.
I haven't. Do we know what day I did that?
That would be really nice.
That was towards the beginning.
Yeah, that would be nice. That's all there. So, Jay and Jay's gonna head. Are you going to the game or no?
Yeah, I'm going.
Okay. I don't know if you were going to the game or not. So you'll have to pick up your stuff when you get down there.
All right.
Get you covered. I know you were doing what you do, and then we will come back. Big Sky and Nick will handle the last part of the hour for us, depending on time. Tom Bach and myself are going to watch the exhibition together, which should be its own experience all together. Because if you haven't watched a basketball game with Tom Stevens, you are missing out on a level of entertainment that I should be paying more for, quite frankly.
Why? What's the deal?
Tom coaches in
easy one of those.
Tom thinks it's his job to yell when Nebraska is to take a timeout. So Tom's the official timeout guy.
Oh, I like that.
Call a timeout.
Even during the exhibition game?
Timeout now. Fred, timeout.
Hey, do you think Fred Evers is like, hey, Tom told us to call timeout? So
I don't really have anything to say, but Tom Stevens said to.
Jay, so we sit pretty good seats, right? And so you're there, and it's out of nowhere. Like, he can go from sitting and relaxed and be up and get it out and then back in his seat again in one smooth move. Like Tom, yeah. Like, I've watched games here with Bach when we were doing preparing for post-game shows. But yeah. it's Eric says, Tom yells, do they even practice free throws when they miss free throws? Yeah, those are awful. Those are awful. It's awful. It's a free throw. They're free. So that's what you can expect tonight, even during an exhibition. So we're counting on it. Eric asked the question, best candidate for Husker basketball triple-double this year. Who's most likely to get a triple-double?
I would say Trey McGowan.
I'm going to say Alonzo Verge.
Is that the brother from Arizona State?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I'm going to say Verge.
That was my second pick.
Yeah, I'm going to say Verge because Verge rebounds. He gets long rebounds.
Yeah.
Teams that want to shoot against them, and he gets them. He'll have double doubles with points and assists, just because depending on how much he plays tonight, he could get 10 assists just because they're going to alley oop and dunk over a short Peru State team.
Dang.
Like tonight, we may set a record for the most number of alley oops that have ever been in Pinnacle Bank Arena. There's going to be a ton of those. We may even get somebody coming down on a break, throwing it off the backboard, catching it themselves, and dunking. And I don't know was the last time that was done down here. But triple-double, Nick, is that fair? That McGowan's, Bryce, Trey, Verge, those three.
I like Alonzo Verge quite a bit. I'm curious about Wilhelm. I don't know if Wilhelm. Obviously the toughest one is going to be the assists.
But he's a really good
But
passer.
that's the thing is if they space it out like they're supposed to, there's an opportunity there.
He's a really good
and
passer.
we know he can shoot from multiple spots on the court.
I don't have so I was asked this yesterday. So who do you want to watch? Like, who are you most excited to see?
Everybody.
Right?
I mean, of course, Bryce McGowan.
Casey.
I want to see everybody.
Yeah. There's so many new, that's the weird thing about this year's team is
And
that
Wilhelm, he's like the little Bill Walton.
Yeah.
That's what I look at.
That's the cool thing is
everything.
That's a really good call.
We're
Bill
used
Walton would
we're
be
used to having a full roster, reload because we have to have so many new guys. This year we have a lot of new guys, but we also have a mix of old to where it's like, I wonder what's happening more when the new guys get paired with the old guys.
Four of the starters are returners.
Mm-hmm.
You could have said the fifth if they moved Kobe in, but Verge is in front of Kobe. Trevor Lakes will get run. I having watched Trevor Lakes at practice the last, it's just different. It's just different. I don't know. Like he had the shoulder surgery, and now it looks like, that guy's pretty good. And
He's the
Roy
shooter
Andre.
we heard about.
Well, he that's what it looks like.
Yeah.
Like finally you go, there's the dude that we thought, would hit shots. Yeah. I mean, it's pretty good. So, I mean, Jay, what's success for this team?
I think, I'd like to watch them first, but I think if they could be middle to upper middle in the Big Ten, that's definitely a success. And then that would probably put them up for possible in NCAA, definitely NIT. Right. That's just me just off the top of my head.
Nick, is it too much to expect for this team to be middle of the pack, Big Ten?
I think it depends on how the Big Ten plays out. There's a very good chance that the Big Ten gets another 8 teams in the Big Dance this year. So if Nebraska's sitting there at 7 or 8, you feel pretty good about where Nebraska's at. If it plays out the way that the Big Ten usually plays out in basketball.
Well, if they're 7 and 8 in the Big Ten, they're 7 and 8 in the tournament.
Exactly, which means normally at least that's where I'm saying get the first round off in the Big Ten tournament. Don't force yourself to play that Wednesday.
Don't be in the playing game.
That's exactly it, because that, number one, is progress. Number two, that shows that you're not the last 4 teams in the Big Ten standings.
They just got to get out to a good start.
Yeah.
Get continuity. The biggest thing for them, obviously, they look like a real basketball team. I almost said football. It's just continuity, everybody being okay with their role, and everybody keeping their egos in check. That's really what it comes down to.
Well, if they're having success,
then it's a lot easier. But at the end of the day, you're always, this, you coach enough basketball I played enough basketball. You just in seeing it, like you're gonna go through a lull of the season, whether you're not hitting shots or you lose a couple games that are tough games, or you got to grind and kind of keep your, keep going, doing the same things, knowing that we're getting better, even though it's not the results. And then they'll come out at the other end. You got to stay together. So, that's going to be big for this team. They got a ton of potential, a lot of talent, a lot of guys that can play, a lot of guys that can do multiple things. It's a perfect opportunity in offense and system and situation and coaching for that. This is like tailor-made for Fred. Obviously, he'd like to have, when he had, was it Marcus Fizer or whatever in Iowa State, where he had a lottery pick and a couple other guys. But at the end of the day, when you're thinking about it, this is, not perfect, but it's tailor-made for having success. And what really will help is if you have good leadership, togetherness, cohesiveness, and everybody's pushing with the towards the same goal. Because if there's ever a team that Nebraska should look at and know that they can be successful doing it this way, is Florida State with Leonard Hamilton, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, they're probably not up and down like how Fred does it. They play really, really good defense, but they're long, athletic. Heck, they had a lottery pick that was their sixth man. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Williams, that's for the Chicago Bulls.
Mm-hmm.
And so so when you're thinking about the way the NBA is now and the guys that are getting drafted, you don't have to average 20, 25 points to be a lottery pick. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
If you do 2 or 3 things well, they're scouting you, understanding that you have other guys that potentially could play professional basketball. It might not necessarily be the NBA. It could be the D League. It could be over in Europe.
Mm-hmm.
So when they're evaluating you and they're looking at guys that go, they're looking at you as the player and potentially the player. So worrying about, I get 17 on a Tuesday night game, so we're playing so-and-so, now I got to get 20 in order to kind of keep, along the pace. You just got to go out there and play good basketball, individual and collectively basketball. And if you play at a good enough pace, which I'm sure they like to do, you're going to need depth. And so everybody's going to have their night or nights or like weeks and where you go on a run where, say like DP is really hitting. So then I got to take a, little bit of seat back. Say, rolls an ankle a little bit. Now I got to step up. I can't forget my original role. Now I got to add a little bit to my other role. The team will be fine.
Well, I like the fact that you mentioned a good start.
That's the key to any team. Get off to a good
Especially
start.
when the history's bad.
For sure.
Recent history is bad because then it's, here we go.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. And
then in this day and age, people put more time into the negative and what could happen in a negative way, and compare it to like last year or whatever, than they do of, okay, how do we fix it? How do we continue along this bumpy path, knowing that there's going to be, it's like going on a country road and knowing it says in 2 miles, it's going to be a pavement. So so you got to go through some potholes and, dodge a couple rocks and stuff like that. So you don't tear your, underneath of your car up, but you got to do it together and they'll be fine. So getting off to a good start is crucial in any sport that you're playing. And you want to get off to a good start individually. And it's not all based on points, man. Well, it's not all based. That's the thing. Playing good basketball is not all based on points. If Draymond Green has not taught everybody that you don't have to be an elite scorer to be a Hall of Fame player and be a max contract player at the next level, then you don't love basketball.
What do you say to folks that would look at and go, well, the good start is great, but if the bad start happens, then players look different, they respond different, they act different, usually because they feel like, well, if I was playing more, I could help.
Well, yeah, of course, that's the whole thing with like a wide receiver. A wide receivers are okay if they only get 3 or 4 catches as long as you're winning. But if you have a dominant wide receiver, like a Odell Beckham Jr. when he was with the Giants, or when he's with Cleveland, or any other one, and they're only getting 2 or 3 looks or targets, then of course they're like, I need the ball more because I know I can help the team win. Of course, there's always going to be people that are guys that are going to say, if I played a little bit more, well, then just prove it, because you're probably most likely going to get a chance. If you start off slow and say the offense is like sputtering a little bit, or there's a lot of defensive breakdowns, and you're a guy that's like playing a backup role to say like I'm backing up Nick, well, then you're going to we start off slow and we're having defensive breakdowns at this position. well, then you're going to get your opportunity. So you got to take advantage of your opportunity.
Is that coaching in the true sense that you're managing personalities?
You're managing personalities almost more than you are coaching. I mean, there's guys that now these kids are so sensitive that
I wonder what word you were going to use there.
that you know, I remember I was talking to one of my friends that coach high school. He coaches high school football, and he coaches basketball too up in Minneapolis. And we were just, you know, we'll just talk just about coaching and just different situations. He's like, dude, he's like, Jay, he's like, I spend 3 hours a week trying to find out how these guys are relationship wise in school, because I know it's going to affect the way that they come to practice and if they execute the plays correctly.
It's identical.
Really sitting up
It's
there,
identical.
like if they like the same girl, then I know. Then he's like, I know. Well, this guy's not gonna, you know, the quarterback's not gonna throw to him
And it's constant.
The meaning that they are gonna go out. They're gonna bypass winning and performing well based on puppy love or something on it, social media.
Well, it's more powerful than the thing you're doing.
They
Like the moment you allow something else to be more important than the thing that you're supposed to be focusing on,
sure,
then that's an issue. And I think that's missed in coaching, in good coaching. There are some mediocre coaches who never care and never reach that stuff.
Right.
Good coaches tend to know, and they got people in place as well who can get to the
bottom of it.
Those spaces where that stuff happens.
Yeah.
Like can get to the right bar on time, that can get to the right dorm on time, that can get to the right part of campus or the right student center on time. That's a big part of this for a lot of coaches. I think a lot of coaches are missing it. I like the idea that this team seems to feel like it's going to be drama-free.
Yeah, I think they got like just from listening to them, they got their kind of ducks in a row. I think oddly enough, you know, playing a tough schedule last year during COVID, and none of the guys like tapping out. They kind of grew together. You know what I'm saying? So that kind of brings, you know, like some camaraderie there, adding some good, you know, pieces. You know, when you get a 5-star recruit, regardless of his brother's here or not, that's still a big deal for Nebraska, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then everything you've heard coming out of the preseason camp that you know, he's not a paper champ. He's a for real 5-star. And plus he's a good kid, comes from a good family. He's very respectful, humble. Then you get a transfer in, and so they got good pieces. And then you get the old, you know, Larry Bird, you know, Bill Walton from California. That, you know, he said, you know, they fixed his posture. Now he's 6'11". Homeboy can do it. You see the potential there, and so I think that even last year there wasn't a lot of guys that had over, I guess, zealous ego. Look, if you're going to be good at sports, you got to be confident, right?
Mm-hmm.
You almost at times got to be cocky. You got to believe in yourself so much that people can't break you down, right? The difference where people don't understand is being, you know, confident / you know, cocky is just kind of how you carry yourself, and you kind of like fronting a little bit. It's like you're strutting. Well, like when you're confident, you're out there. Whether you got a quiet confidence or like a boisterous confidence, when you're playing sports, that's just who you are. What people mix sometimes is arrogant. All when you're arrogant, in my opinion, is you're confident but you're ignorant with it, right? So then all your ignorance steps over and blinds people to your confidence in what you do, because they're focusing on you being ignorant, and which is arrogant. So I think they got a lot of confident players. They got a confident coaching staff. I think all these kids, from what I see and hear and read, which isn't much, I think they all want to be here, which is great. They know that they could be part of the team or teams that, you know, kind of get Nebraska, you know, to a level of respectability, which, you know, like they probably hadn't been since, you know, I think when I was here that, you know, they were pretty good. I know there's been good teams after, but so look, they know there's a tremendous opportunity here. And when they went through a grind last year, it made, I think that, even though it didn't obviously lead to the win column as much as they like, I think it made them a tighter team because, sometimes whether they're playing like 3 games in like 5 days or something like that, coming back, not even practicing and playing again that night, you got to love basketball and you got to really, like or love your teammates in order to do it because you can start to get sick of everybody very quickly, and they never did that.
Yeah, you can usually tell from a team how they're responding to reacting to each other.
Yeah.
From the text line, Goober. Big Sky says, I love Triangle derailed my entire sophomore hockey team season. That's really sadly not that uncommon. And it's a thing that I've said to this basketball team. You cannot let peripheral stuff distract and detour you. You can't do it. Like, that's going to be there all the time. All the time.
I mean, there's always stuff that goes on. There's stuff, it's at the end of the day, I just think that as long as these guys stay focused, everybody keeps working for the betterment of themselves and obviously for the team, ultimately want to become the best player that they can be, knowing that it can help the team out, not only worry about them getting theirs, they'll be fine. It's going to be probably hard to, the biggest thing is, just managing minutes, managing egos and personalities in minutes, making sure guys understand you got to keep working because if you're not getting as many minutes right now, it might not necessarily mean, you're not in the top like 8. It might just be the circumstances of the teams that you're playing. You know what I'm saying? Or you're
tonight,
or, and I'm just saying like you're, like if you're playing a team that's got some size, well, then that just elevates the guys that have size versus you can't look at it skill wise, right? If you want to, you might want to be trying to work on like some small ball, right? See how a bigger team, or to get back into a game. Sometimes
third quarter, let's go.
You might have to go to like a, kind of like a jump defense. You're pressing a little bit, trying to up the pace, get back into the game, and then you're over there worrying about minutes. Well, then it's your time to get back to get in the game because the game's within reason to get you back in. I'm talking about if you're a big guy or a forward. Well, you hadn't been engaged for the last 12 minutes. Then you go out there and then you just, dookie down your leg and, fill up the Huggies even more. And now you're, you got the pain of disappointment versus you didn't weigh the pain of discipline. And that's really what it comes down to. Like, you always ask athletes, are you willing to go through the pain of discipline so you don't have to deal with the pain of disappointment? Because the pain of disappointment doesn't go away. The pain of discipline goes away shortly. Mm-hmm. It does. So if you go through a hard practice or you got to be disciplined or whatever you're doing, like, within, by the time you get home, you're like, man, that was a hard practice, man. I got to kick my feet up. I got to rest my legs. And then you're kind of like on to the next. You're thinking about what's on TV or whatever. The pain of disappointment can go on for quite some time because the pain of disappointment generally comes from individuals not living up to their own expectations of what they should, and also what their expectation of is whatever team they're on,
or what they said they do,
or what you should do. I always say, look, to be average, an average athlete, okay, you exceeded expectations to get here, right? So you're 10% or 1% or whatever to play college sports,
right?
So now you're at the 1% of Power 5. So just to be average, which I call is just like cashing your scholarship check, right? That's keeping your nose clean, staying eligible as far as education wise, and going to practice and meetings and trying your best. That's just average. Basic. That's basics.
And the basics.
That's where they like, oh well, we don't have anything in the negative column to politely ask them to leave. But if you want to be good to great, you got to do more, and you got to continue to do more, and then you got to continue to find weaknesses in your game. Or you got to go back and really work on something that you might have not had to work on prior to be, considered a good to great player, but continue along the path of being consistent.
I'll ask us of all 4. So Big Sky, if you're paying attention. So real quick, before we go to break, who is Nebraska's leading scorer tonight?
I'll say Bryce McGowan.
I'm going to say, God, Gosh. I like CJ Wilcher. No, let's go Alonzo Verge.
I was going to say Wilcher.
Big Sky says Tamanaga. I'm going to say Trey McGowens.
Okay.
Mark it down.
I'm going to ask you this. Who do you think the best dunker on the team is?
Oh, Trey.
No, best dunker on the team is Keon Edwards.
Ooh.
Who's the most ferocious? I would say Trey, right?
Trey.
Trey's the most explosive.
Trey.
He's got a little
Bryce is going to do different stuff.
Yeah.
Different stuff. But yeah.
He came up on us like Debo, didn't he?
Yeah. He blocked the moon,
right?
That's what I was thinking.
Magic came in.
He looked like Shaq and we Kenny and
right. I was like, wait a minute, everything got dark.
Kenny
I was
Smith
like,
and Barkley, and then you
Ernie Johnson.
Everything got dark. Terrence Badgett is here.
Shaq Attack came up in here.
Yeah,
you know I got skills, man. You know I got skills.
Badgett is here. He gonna hold it down for us, and then we'll catch him when we come back. That's how we do. More Old School when we come back.
Watch Old School live on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. Old School with DP and J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Take your tan to the max at Max Tan and tan for a can every day through the month of October. Bring in a can of food for the food bank and get a free tan from Max Tan. See maxtan.net for details. Tan for a can every day in October, only at Max Tan.
Water heater gone? Call Bryant. The price you're quoted is the price you'll pay. And in most cases, same-day replacement. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. 467-1111. We do whatever it takes.
In the Army National Guard, family means everything.
They really appreciate what she's done as a sister as well as a soldier and, supporting their country.
Our parents, they were really supportive that all 5 of us would join.
Family members that are soldiers in the Army National Guard inspire and influence, setting a path for others.
It's validating knowing that, I kind of did my part to make sure this is what they actually wanted and that they feel the same way I do. I'm really proud that we get to help shape the future, and I know that my sisters are going to be amazing soldiers.
Serving part-time in the Army National Guard instills pride that you and your family will share in.
A lot of pride, and they're just out there doing something every day and then serving their country as well.
I got my education because of the Guard. I got to travel a little bit and experience a whole different culture.
Visit NationalGuard.com to learn more about part-time service. Sponsored by the Nebraska Army National Guard. Aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association at this station.
Starting the right career is one of the most important decisions you'll ever make. You want to enjoy your career, be challenged, have fun, earn a great weekly paycheck, and work for a great company. If you're looking for a career change or right out of high school, the John Henry's Plumbing Apprentice Program may be the perfect answer. You'll get paid while getting hands-on training. We focus on your skills while you engage in real-world learning. Why not join the John Henry's team today? Apply at jhlincoln.com. That's jhlincoln.com.
John Henry's Plumbing, heating and air.
The Mercado by Certified Piedmontese Beef is Lincoln's newest full-service butcher shop, offering premium fresh-cut steaks and house-made sausages daily from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. They exclusively carry certified Piedmontese beef raised right here in Nebraska. When shopping at the Mercado, you're not only supporting local, but also enjoying the official beef of Nebraska Athletics. With prime-grade tenderness and unparalleled nutritionals, your backyard barbecue is about to get a serious upgrade. Stop into the Mercado today, located off 84th and Havelock in Lincoln.
One-on-one with DP.
Ted Carter, University of Nebraska.
First of all, I am just like you. When you hurt, I hurt. I'm watching the same games, whether I'm on the sidelines in the stadium or watching on TV. It's certainly frustrating after a weekend like this weekend. But I'm a glass half full guy. I'm going to keep a certain sense of optimism that we will turn the ship around. There is no doubt that we're having a tough time right now. We need to figure out how to not just change the little things, but how do we get from, what seems to be the 1 or 2 key plays to changing the mindset of our team. We can win every game and then do it.
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Tractor Supply Distribution Center in Waverly is now hiring for all shifts. They're a 24/7 facility and a clean environment to work in. There's potential to earn up to $25.25 per hour with opportunities for overtime. They also offer a retention bonus, as new team members are eligible for a bonus as high as $1,000. Come be a part of the Tractor Supply team. Apply today at www.tractorsupply.jobs. And now, story time from the world of Yum.
I could not eat fruitcake. I would not eat it by a lake. I would not eat it with a snake. There's no amount that I would take because I'll never, ever eat fruitcake. Hey, these snacks are really good. What is this? This is Grandma's fruitcake, but it's so moist and delicious. I like fruitcake. Okay, good to know. Kids, I gotta go. All literature is a lie.
Check out Grandma's Fruitcake and all the delicious desserts at Beatrice Bakery. Welcome to our world of Yum.
In every office, there's two types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels & Joe. Back to Old School with DP and J. Presented by the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
A quick switcheroo happened during the break, and it's Big Sky and Terrence Badgett giving you guys the Old School last half hour here, and then we'll carry it into Uptown with number 43 as the Huskers prepare to take on Peru State in Exposition tonight. Now, Badge, I don't know if you caught the end of that last segment, but they were asking who they think the leading scorer is going to be tonight. Who do you have pegged to lead the Huskers in scoring?
You know, I wouldn't say, you know, most of the time people say leading scorer.
Right.
Is okay. Let's say, like, our team used to be like, okay, Strickland had 15, Gerard had 13, whatever. To me, that's not a leading scorer. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
I think it's going to be an even. I think it's going to be multiple players because they're still trying to figure it out. I don't think it's going to be one person taking hold. I think it's going to be multiple players. And I'm going to take a step and say I think the front court will be the lead scorers.
So you think it's going to be a combination of like Derek Walker, Wilhelm Breidenbach,
there you go.
Lat Mayen,
yeah,
those sorts of guys?
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be just one. I think it's going to be the front court. I just really got a good idea that he's going to start getting that bad boy in that paint.
You know, Badge, I did not have you pegged for contrarian, but that is certainly a contrarian take. I think most of the focus is on the guards of this team. You know, the McGowan's brothers, Alonzo Verge, Tominaga, not the front court. So you might look like some sort of prophet if you get that one right.
You know, if I would have had a couple picks from football, I would have been a prophet, but it didn't work out. So I'm re-prophesizing myself on this one.
You're gonna quit trying to predict football and move over to basketball.
I'm not giving up on my boys.
We'll talk about Husker football a little bit later because you are still the perpetual Husker optimist.
Always. So, no, like these games count and then they don't count. You know what I'm saying? They do because I tell you what, being a Husker, and this is the game where the coaches will know if you know what you're doing because everything's on camera, baby. Right when they get home, they dissect that camera and say, "Hey, you know, do you know how to run black? What's the problem here?" To see if the people are on the sidelines paying attention, to see if who got the good cohesiveness together, who runs together. You know what I'm saying? Who's detailed, you know. So this is good evaluating. This is a very good evaluating. Of course, they need to have a W no matter what. But this is still good evaluating.
I don't want to see Lincoln if the Nebraska men's basketball team loses to Peru State. I think you might be the first person that even suggested that that's a possibility.
Who lost? Who was it last year that lost? They were pretty. They lost to the hometown team. It was. I can't remember who was it.
I know. The Evansville Aces had a big win over, I believe, Kentucky last year at the beginning of the season.
Yes. It was somebody else too.
Yeah, there was
a Carolina team. It was a Carolina team. I think it was Greensboro.
UNC Greensboro beat UNC.
Yeah, UNC, yeah.
Well, both Kentucky and UNC had pretty rough seasons last year, so I mean that was the year to get those guys. I think because just uncharacteristically bad seasons from both the Wildcats and the Tar Heels last year.
Correct.
I want to go back to kind of your unique perspective because you have been a basketball player at this university, so you kind of know what these exhibition games will bring. What was your mentality going into them as a player?
Actually, finding you play a game. You go through so many practices. You know what I'm saying? You haven't played since the past year, and you want to show the people. You want to show your teammates. You want to show the coaches. You want to show your family. You want to get out there and play. You want to see what you guys got, not just yourself individually, but as a team. You want to see what you got, and you want to see who plays together. Does it carry over from practice to the game? You know what I'm saying? Does the guard tandem match up together? Do they play good together, or do they play good with someone else? All these things are, and then at the end of the day, it's like, hey, opening night again. It's like everybody's coming now. So we had some practice in there. Now we got 2 or 3 weeks underneath our belts. So now let's see how they do, see how they put it together.
After the Minnesota game, Cam Taylor-Britt spoke to the football team lacking juice going up against Minnesota. Is there any of that sort of concern for an opening night exhibition against a lesser opponent like Purdue State? Is there a struggle getting the guys ready to go for it, or are they just so excited to get out?
No. And to me, it shouldn't be no struggle to get ready for any game. I just feel like if you're a student athlete and you was offered a scholarship, or you're able to play or put on a university uniform, there should never be you should never need some juice to get in the game or start the game or get ready for a game. One, you're playing in Peru, so there should be, it should be nice and easy. But at the end of the day, let's be honest, coaches pick schedules for a reason. You know what I'm saying? So there's going to be some tough competition. Some of these games supposed to be gimmies. So, it's just, and to get you ready for the season, get you ready for the upcoming conference games.
Looking ahead at this season, first about 7 games for this Nebraska squad are favorable, and a lot of talk has been, do you expect them to be 7-0 going into Creighton? And that includes games against Colorado, Western Illinois, Sam Houston, Creighton, Idaho State, Southern, Tennessee State, South Dakota, and then you have an NC State team there in the ACC Big Ten Challenge. What's a reasonable non-con expectation for this squad?
A reasonable 5-2.
5-2?
Mm-hmm. 5-2. My expectations, 7. I'll say 7-0.
Leading into that NC State game.
Yeah, leading the NC State game.
And then that NC State game sits right before the rest of the conference schedule. After that, you have 3 days off, and then you face off at Indiana. So I guess do you predict that they would win that NC State game, I guess?
I would say right now, yeah. You have scouting reports, and the first part of the season is the opportunity to really get at people because they haven't gelled, they haven't put it together 100% yet. When you go into conference play, that was like all the kinks should be worked out. Now you should be moving and grooving. So I'm thinking that, with them practicing and what they're going through, I would say probably the 4th to 5th grade, they should be feeling pretty confident and starting to find out who will be the starting 8 to 9 coming off the bench. The rotations, because coaches are getting to the rotations real quick before conference starts, and it got to be a rotation, and there'll be 2 or 3 of them lagging that could fit, maybe, had a poor week, or maybe academics, or maybe something else, but their coaches will always have a rotation of at least minimum 8, high number be about 9.
J and DP spoke last segment about the importance of balancing, exterior variables with every teammate, every player, and the on the court product. What relationships that they have outside the game can affect what happens on the court. As a player who's been a part of the team, how do you avoid letting something that can be so distracting how do you just block those things out and focus on what's in front of you on the court?
Well, the first thing when you as an athlete, student athlete, like a basketball player too, you have to have that relationships that nothing else matters besides your teammates. I mean, even your girlfriend, family, whatever. This is an important part of the season. You know what I'm saying? This is your clock is ticking. Some people get 4 years, some people get 2 years, some people get 1 year. You know what I'm saying? So you really have to lock in. Your family, all the significant others on the sideline should understand that this is your focus. This is important. And I wouldn't want anyone around me that's going to cause me not to be able to be focused, cause me not to be prepared, and it's all about sacrifices, so you want positive people around you. You want, there's going to be time for them to jump, mush because they travel outside of basketball, and that's how you build a relationship too. So I'm looking forward to who's going to be the captain. Not the captain that just you see the captain going to the huddle at the beginning of the game. No, the captain, the one person to have a voice. You can just tell when he says something, everyone's just like, okay, let's get it. When we talked about last week, Jamar Johnson, he was that voice. Tyronn Lue was that voice. Those people, spoke up. Strickland was that voice. So I'm looking to see who's going to be that voice on the court.
This last Saturday, The Truth with CJ Wilcher and Kobe Webster, they had team captain Derek Walker on the show with them, and he really impressed me during that interview. He seemed like the kind of guy you'd want to lead the Husker Hoop squad through this season. So I'm excited that they seem to already have that leadership pegged and figured out.
I can see that 100% because he was there last year a little bit. You know what I'm saying? As far as body language. Body language says it all. So yeah, Walker was, and I hope he moves them. I hope he motivates them and gives them that energy, and that positive support, because sometimes you get on the court and man, it just ain't your day. But you have a supporting cast that uplifts you and just say, hey, look, what I'm saying, do the intangibles, do the things you need to do to get us through the game. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, absolutely. And Derek Walker is one of the players who spent probably the most time in the Fred Hoiberg system. He's been here since that first year. He transferred in and sat out his transfer year, and now he's on his second year playing for this squad. So it'll be interesting. If you're looking to watch the game tonight, it'll be on BTN Plus. It does require a subscription. That'll be Jessica Cootie and Buzzy Carruthers on the call for that game for the Big Ten Network. But we'll jump to a quick break here on Old School with Big Sky and Terrence Badgett.
You're listening to Old School with DP and J. Download the mobile app and listen wherever you are on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
The workday is long, the bills are due, and sometimes you just need to relax. There's no better way to do that than in your brand new hot spring spa from Bonsall Pool & Spa. With hot tubs as low as $75 per month and interest-free financing, you're sure to find the perfect spa to fit your lifestyle. So get over to Bonsall Pool & Spa today and check out their selection of hot spring spas. Bonsall Pool & Spa, 33rd and Highway 2. Every day made better.
The party is back on in Lincoln this fall, and there's no party like the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show at Tipsy Tina's in the Haymarket. Join the whole Ticket crew for 2.5 hours of pregame coverage before every home and away game this football season as they get you ready for the game. It's the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show at Tipsy Tina's in the Haymarket. Sponsored by Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping, Tractor Supply Distribution Center, T.O. Haas Tire and Auto, Planet Fitness, Barnwood and Leather, and Vitalize Health.
Water heater gone? Call Bryant. The price you're quoted is the price you'll pay. And in most cases, same-day replacement. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. 467-1111. We do whatever it takes.
Why pay for average lawn care when you can get better elsewhere?
Blades Lawn Care is the place to go for excellent service for homeowners associations and commercial or residential lawn work. As we enter the fall with aerating and lawn care ahead of winter, also prepare for 2022 maintenance for your lawn. Call Rich today at 402-730-6320 to learn more or to schedule services for the fall or to look ahead to 2022. Blades Lawn Care, trusted service for over 10 years.
Hi, this is Kurt, your shop manager at A1 Automotive here in downtown Lincoln. My promise to you is this: you won't find another automotive repair facility that genuinely cares about you and your vehicle. Our service is outstanding and our customer service is better. Please give me a call for all your automotive repair questions and needs. Call me at 402-477-4660. We were built on small town values, and that shows in how we treat others. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
The Mercado by Certified Piedmontese Beef is Lincoln's newest full-service butcher shop, offering premium fresh-cut steaks and house-made sausages daily from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. They exclusively carry certified Piedmontese beef raised right here in Nebraska. When shopping at the Mercado, you're not only supporting local, but also enjoying the official beef of Nebraska Athletics. With prime-grade tenderness and unparalleled nutritionals, your backyard barbecue is about to get a serious upgrade. Stop into the Mercado today, located off 84th and Havelock in Lincoln.
Action Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electric is your go-to service call in Lincoln and Southeast Nebraska for expertise, convenience, and reliability. As your home and business needs expand, so do the services Action can deliver. Now positioned as Southeast Nebraska's premier installer of charging stations for electronic vehicles, they're always committed to a job done right. Give them a call or visit their website at actionlincoln.com. Action, your proud sponsor of the Ticket Postgame Show.
The Mercado by Certified Piedmontese Beef is Lincoln's newest full-service butcher shop, offering premium fresh-cut steaks and house-made sausages daily from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. They exclusively carry certified Piedmontese beef raised right here in Nebraska. When shopping at the Mercado, you're not only supporting local, but also enjoying the official beef of Nebraska Athletics. With prime-grade tenderness and unparalleled nutritionals, your backyard barbecue is about to get a serious upgrade. Stop into the Mercado today, located off 84th and Havelock in Lincoln.
Back to Old School with DP and J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Who's played this?
It's DP and J right here. No, but DP and J headed to the basketball game of Husker Hoops exhibition against Peru State. So it's Terrence Badgett, Big Sky, carrying you through the end of the hour and then into Uptown with number 43 up next from 6 to 8. Talking a little bit during the break about kind of what Terrence's expectations for a couple individual players were this season. And there are a couple of names you said you were watching specifically. First one you said was Alonzo Verge. What strikes you about Verge?
Meeting him this past month or so, and just his calm, quiet, just confident. He was just like he's ready. I've been through some things, and this is it. I want to make a solid impact, as well as lat. So I'm anxious to see how he shoots the ball this year. I think this is going to be, he's going to end up being one of those top in the Big Ten, really gets it off, because I think this is going to be designed for him to get it off, because he definitely has a stroke. So, and then Walker, I've always liked Walker, so it's just a matter of just hopefully got a little bit stronger. All of them should be fit, I would imagine, or getting to that point where they're fit. So, and then just run. I love a team to run. One thing about I've always loved about Fred's teams, they always ran the ball. And any basketball player you play with, 9 times out of 10, they love to run the ball. They're like fast break teams, but can set it up and run sets and get it in. So
So what I'm hearing is we should be saying run the dang ball for the basketball team.
Run that bad boy. That is it. Get and go. Just get it out. Go. We used to have plays where we take it out free throws, we stunt, one slide to one side, box out to get it, and go down the court so quick. Outlet passes to get it, go down the court so quick, because we had slashers. Those are people that run the lanes really well. Danny Nee will say to us, if you're running a lane and you're inside the hash mark on the outside of the lane, if you inside that or further outside, almost out of bounds, then you're doing your gut. You're running the lane wide enough where we can, take advantage of it. If you're running the lane compact inside, close to the circle, close to the middle, you're not running the lane. You know what I'm saying? So, that makes it hard to guard. And we have good guards this year, so they can take it off the dribble and get to the paint as well and create and dish out. So,
what kind of shape do you have to be in as an athlete just to be able to run a fast-paced offense like what Fred likes?
Shape. Shape to the point where you only jumping on McDonald's or something like once a week, maybe that, you know what I'm saying? Getting your rest, eating right, utilizing your training tables. Because it's not just in shape too, you got to take care of your body. You know what I'm saying? You really got to take care of your body and really be disciplined about it. And pay attention, because you have some great coaches. A lot of times, people don't take those advices and carry them on and utilize them, and as you get older, some of those disciplines falls off, part of life and everything too. But right now, their focus should be to stay fit, stay alert, know their plays, know their opponents, and just be ready to play at all times.
On Monday on the Ticket Weeknights, Nicole Griffith had Jimmy Watkins, the Omaha World Herald, Husker Hoops beat reporter, on, and he said he set the line at 140 for the two teams combined in scoring. Are you over or under 140?
I'm over.
Over?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that's going to be because Peru State has a little bit more offense to them, or is it because Nebraska has scorers that are capable of scoring?
Nebraska has scorers capable of scoring. Yeah, I would say about the 190. I would say about 190. I said they should average around 80, 90 points a game. They should. They should be getting it. They should be getting it and going. I'll say at halftime it should look around about a little over 50 or a little less than 50, but around the 50 mark,
And how many double-digit scores, since you said it's going to be a combined effort, how many double-digit scores should we be looking for from this Husker squad tonight?
5.
5 double-digit scores.
5 double-digit scores. Everyone should be going to the boards. Everyone should be 100% in as far as dishing the ball, making the extra pass. What you will see tonight is a lot of extra passing, because, the players are going to do exactly what the coach wants to a certain extent. And he's probably preaching right now, make the extra pass. So that's what they're probably going to do until they start getting comfortable with one another. So I would say the rebounds and assists will be up, scoring. So I'll say 5.
A little scare there from the music. I didn't have the slider down in the right spot, but
no problem, baby.
We're going to be back with Uptown with number 43. It's going to be this same tandem, Big Sky, Terrence Badgett, taking you guys to the end of that Husker game. And then we'll have the post-game basketball show right up after that. Be an hour-long. DP, Strick, maybe a little Terrence Badgett. We don't know.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, we'll have Terrence Badgett on that post-game show. That's coming up here on the Ticket for the next 3 hours.